If you're a criminal, you'll be deported. If you plan to enter the U.S. illegally, your chances of getting caught and sent back just went up.
For some reason, when the Democrats said it, when the Democrats did it, it was cool. But now the conservatives are like, yo, you know what? We are going to clean this stuff up. And we're going to clean up the swamp and we're going to do all these other things. They're like, no, you're trying to break up democracy. You're trying to ruin this country. You're trying to kick people out in the street. You don't care about people. You're heartless.
We are a generous and welcoming people here in the United States, but those who enter the country illegally and those who employ them disrespect the rule of law, and they are showing disregard for those who are following the law. We simply cannot allow people to pour into the United States undetected, undocumented, unchecked, and circumventing the line of people who are waiting patiently, diligently, and lawfully to become immigrants in this country. We are a generous
hold on. That's not it. That's not it. He always talked like that. Always talked like that. He did not want a whole bunch of illegal immigrants in this country. Check this out right here, man.
If you're a criminal, you'll be deported. If you plan to enter the U.S. illegally, your chances of getting caught and sent back just went up. The actions I'm taking are not only lawful, they're the kinds of actions taken by every single Republican president and every single Democratic president for the past half century. If you're a criminal, you'll be deported. If you plan to enter the U.S.
He always talked like that. And it wasn't just illegal immigration. It was also how to clean up waste, fraud, and abuse. Now, this has been happening for a long daggone time. Check this out right here, man. I promise you, they keep on talking about how Doge is messing up the country, how they're breaking up these agencies that have been taking advantage of our taxes for such a long time. And we got a new administration. Trump and Elon kicked down the door and they said, look, we're about to clean up everything. Some of y'all might be hurt by it, but this is something that we have to do, at least temporarily, until we can get things back where we need them to be. Same thing was happening when Barack was in. Look, check this out right here. I'm not playing. For some reason, when the Democrats said it, when the Democrats did it, it was cool. But now the conservatives are like, yo, you know what? We are going to clean this stuff up. And we're going to clean up the swamp and we're going to do all these other things. They're like, no, you're trying to break up democracy. You're trying to ruin this country. You're trying to kick people out in the street. You don't care about people. You're heartless. You're a heartless snake. Check this out.
Everyone knows that getting rid of the deficit will require some tough decisions. And that includes cutting back on billions of dollars in programs that a lot of people care about. But what should be easy is getting rid of the pointless waste and stupid spending that doesn't benefit anybody. Waste we should be getting rid of, even if we didn't have a deficit. Sure, some of these cuts aren't that big, but no amount of waste is acceptable. Not when it's your money. Not at a time when so many Americans are already cutting back. Just as families are living within their means, government should too. Did you know the federal government pays for a website devoted to a folk music ensemble made up of forest rangers? They're called the Fiddlin' Foresters.
The Fiddlin' Foresters. I wonder how many millions we were paying for the Fiddlin' Foresters to have a website. Probably the same amount that we were paying for mice to be transgendered. I think we were paying tens of millions to that, or even close to billions to that. Like, we were doing the dumbest things possible with taxpayers' money, and they never ran it across us. They're just going, look, the Fiddlin' Foresters. I never knew that that's what my taxes was going to. When I was going out there busting my ass to go to work every day, when I was clocking in early in the morning when I didn't feel like it, and I was working them long hours, and Uncle Sam took 30 to 40% of my money to give to the damn Fiddlin' Foresters.
I'll put their music on my iPod, but I'm not paying for their website. And there are hundreds of similar sites that we should consolidate or just get rid of. By the way, you're not only paying for websites no one needs, you're paying for thousands of buildings all across the country no one uses. For the last decade, the government's owned a massive and completely empty warehouse in the middle of Brooklyn, for example. Now, the government hadn't been able to sell this building and others like it because of red tape and Washington politics that held things up for years. But we're finally cutting through all that and plan to get rid of these buildings in the months ahead. We need to step up our game. We need to go after every dime. We need to make government work for you.
We need to step up our game. We need to go after every dime. We need to make government work for us. Blah, blah, blah. I think we have people in office that's saying that today, and everyone's acting as if the big bad wolf is in town and they're trying to mess up everything good in our company, in our country. I keep saying company accidentally whenever I'm talking about the United States. You want to know why? Because honestly, that's what it is, and that's what it is. That's what it is. It's a corporation, huge, $1 trillion corporation. It's in a deficit right now, but it's still a huge $1 trillion corporation. And sometimes, okay, I say sometimes, I stress sometimes, it need to be run like one. It need to be run like one. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age. I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week. And you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. Sometimes, being that we continue to go deeper and deeper and deeper into debt, sometimes it should be run like a corporation. Checks and balances, trying to figure out where our money is going, how we can make sure that all Americans who's put into the pot stretch their funds a little better. Everybody get a piece of it. You know what I mean? That's usually what a corporation does. Try to make sure the money works not only for the company, but for the people that work there as well. You get a piece, you get a piece, you get a piece. All right. The possibilities are endless the more we do this properly. All right. Right now, it's like nobody gives a damn. It's just taxpayer money, whatever. We can do whatever we want. We can do whatever we want. I'm still getting into this political game, but a lot of these people I don't trust, bro. Why? Because of the video that I just now showed with Barack Obama talking about illegal immigration. Who else sounded like they were against illegal immigration before at one time? Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton was saying, and if you don't have your papers, if you did not go through the proper process to become a citizen in this country, then you need to be deported, or you should have your visa taken away and all this other stuff. But when they're running against a conservative who stands strong on the immigration, they completely change their tune. And guess what? The people that support them, they act oblivious. They like, okay, this person that we support now feels this way. I guess this is the way that the herd is going. So I'm going to change my mind. And I'm like, is this country retarded? Like, what's wrong with us? Like, nobody's being held accountable. Nobody's having their feet held to the fire. And it throws me off. It makes me not even want to partake. It's like, what's the point? What's the point?